I mean, well, certainly the key to feeling better for obviously having COVID was, I was very fortunate to not have a long set of symptoms and stuff that I mean, it was still quite challenging for a couple of days, but thank God for just certainly health. And like I said, there were times where Caroline was nursing me back to health. So I was certainly amazed to move through that. I mean, and now looking back on the past, certainly going into a year and a half, I mean, the main thing that gets you through, that's got us through, is certainly your friends and your family, and praying everybody can see the other side of certainly this pandemic, and leaning on the people in your organization and the people that put me out on the road for. I mean, I've been out there touring for 16 years, and a lot of these guys and girls that are on the road with me have been there since day one. So to make sure that they're all good, to make sure that they're all happy and making it through this. I mean, it's been an amazingly challenging year for the entertainment business, the music business, and all of the satellite companies that support the music, and certainly the fans. So I think, like I said, at the core of it all, the fact that I've been home a little more and I could spend quality time with my family has certainly gotten me through all of the challenges of this year. But you learn that at your core, I mean, being out on stage in front of your fans is it's a big part of my happiness as a human being too. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't had ups and downs and bouts of kind of depression stuff. So, it's as so many people out there. So I'm just, you look back on a night, and certainly winning Entertainer of the Year is certainly one of those things where you're like, thank you, God, thank you, fans, and very, very excited here in LA tonight. I mean, I think it takes a lot of a lot of perfect dreams and wishes, and the putting together of an amazing team of people and support group around you. And I mean, when you look at just putting on a show, entertaining, moving speakers and lights and staging to different towns, and the fans have to show. I mean, the fans have to show up and buy your tickets. I mean, there's so many amazing elements that go into the realm and the world of entertaining, and I'm just really, really feeling the love tonight, and really honored and blessed to have my third ACM Entertainer of the Year is really special for me. I mean, my first Entertainer of the Year, when I won it, I was like, I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel like it was time. I felt like it might have been premature. And, I think that the stars and the cosmos and the powers that be really really make these things happen. I mean, I'll sit here and tell you that I was very, very surprised tonight by winning. And you know what? I have not won sometimes, and I was a little bit surprised that I didn't win. And then there's been nights where I knew someone was going to win and they didn't win. So these are, I think, what you have to think about when you're in the midst of being an artist in country music, is you can't get caught up in 1 year. You can't get caught up in 2 years. You have to be all in the middle of doing it because you love it. And I think one day when you're 75, 80 years old and you look back, I think you can look at your body of work and what you are and what you were, and hopefully you look back and you can go, God, I loved every minute of that. I love the years that I didn't win, because they challenged me and they made me work harder at all aspects. And then the years that I did win, you can probably look back and go, you know what, you really took that for granted. And that was a shame, you know. So I think the bottom line is trying to have a real your kind of feet on firm, solid ground throughout all of this. I mean, when you start having success in music, um, you know, you can get a little lost, and you can have a year where you weren't happy with who you are as an artist, but things may happen. So I think just trying to have a nice, level-headed approach to hopefully creating a scenario where you can do this for many, many years. And that's all I've ever wanted to do. I mean, all I ever wanted to do was be able to do music for an extended amount of years. And all I ever want is anyone coming up behind me to certainly have that opportunity too, and to certainly make sure that anything that I've learned, I can pass it on to them. And anything, you know, I always will relish at trying to make sure people are happy doing music. And I'm really, really thankful that I still am, and certainly thankful for tonight.